Start.
Hi, it's Norman Kochnick here for Eyes on Sports and Eyes on Cricket. I normally do the paper reports from a car or from a cafe, but today is a very special day. In fact, it's the 27th of November, a Wednesday in 2024. 10 years ago today, Philip Hughes was killed on this ground by Sean Abbott, who's actually playing out there today. Match between New South Wales and South Australia. Today is New South Wales versus Tasmania. Sean Abbott, the bowler who bowled to Phil Hughes on the fateful day when he was killed, is out there today. Anyway, I'm here with the newspaper of today, and on the back page it hasn't got the detail of the game today. Other than the heading at the top there, you'll see here very carefully, it'll show you Last Chance Saloon, which they're referring to Marnus Labuschagne. They're giving him heaps. Marn down, as in Marnus down. One test to save his test spot. Well, quite frankly, he should have only been playing one test. He shouldn't be given a second test, in my opinion. Also, the future shock, it talks about the IPL killing our test batters. Well, quite frankly, then if the IPL is killing our test batters, the Indian batsmen don't seem to be having any problem. They were 6 for 487 in the previous test. That's a strange title. Then we have Ravi Shastri. India braced for a fight back. So they're all in this paper, and I'll just go through very quickly what they're about. You can see there a discussion on Hazelwood tells some hard truths. Now, he was quite scathing of the Australian batters in the previous test and thinks they need to get their act together, frankly, and he's right. And in fact, really, Marnus Labuschagne, and I even think Steve Smith should go. Sam Constas is out there now playing for New South Wales. I think he's in line with an actual test selection in the near future. Josh English will probably also go in there in place of, I think, Labuschagne, but that's my opinion. George Bailey actually said that he keeps the same squad. Doesn't mean the same team. So it's possible that Josh English will go on that team. There's also here, but they're really giving it to Marnus Labuschagne. He's a real nowhere man, not man, but man, as in Marnus. He's a real nowhere man. And they talk quite heavily about Ben Horn and Daniel Cherny talk about that. And his batting coach says that Marnus' leave wasn't a bad call. Well, I'm afraid it was. How could a batting coach say him leaving the ball and getting out LBW was a good call? It was a bad call. That's a crazy statement. Anyway, and it goes an article there about, and I can scroll a bit on the rough so I'll get it right. The IPL here, you can see there, is saying that it's hurting Test cricket. Well, that's rubbish, because that means every Test player is hurting around the world. I'm afraid some of them are going particularly well. I saw a triple century to Harry Brook, for example. I think it hurts his Test career, so I don't believe in that. They're talking about Cameron Bancroft has an overdue ton. Well, I think he's not going to be selected. He is a true opener, but he's not in anyone's good books, I'm afraid. Then we move on to the next couple of pages, and this is Ravi Shastri's article specifically about, it says there, the Aussies are down but not out. Ravi Shastri's being very clever. He's trying to make it sound like Australia's not all that much of a losing side. The fact is they can play well, but he's written that article quite in depth through it. Ravi Shastri writing in the Australian papers, there you go. And then of course the article there about Philip Hughes. Philip Hughes, having passed away today 10 years ago, and he has a connection to a famous boxer saying Phil Hughes was a cool cat, and there's a picture there of him there as well. All right, guys, that was today, Thursday the 27th of November, the day that Phil Hughes has his passing anniversary, if we want to call it that. Stay tuned for more paper reports from Norman Kochnick on Eyes on Sports and Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick.